Hello, welcome back to the Pikmin playthrough. I'm Josh,
I'm Tyler.
I'm Jeff.
and we are now landing in the next area of the game, the Forest of Hope, which is very much bigger than the impact site. The impact site was basically just a tutorial area.
But you do have to go back there if you want 100% the game.
Yeah, but only once.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Do you do any of the sequence breaking you can do here?
Yeah, I actually do.
Okay.
Do one sequence break.
All right. What it's
And
just
I
telling
believe
us.
I do it in the next part.
Oh, next part. All right.
Now, the oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say the ship.
Did.
Oh, the ship being called Dolphin. That's actually a reference to the original name of the GameCube, isn't it?
Yep.
Well,
Yes,
there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, and Dolphin is also the name of a Wii emulator. So there you go.
Oh yeah, that's just named Dolphin due to the fact that
It squeaks.
No, I don't. Well, the emulator does squeak if you don't have powerful enough a computer, but no, I think that's just because it's referencing the GameCube.
Yeah.
Also, taking down walls takes a while at the start of the game.
And apparently the Wii was going.
25.
Oh, sorry. Apparently the Wii was going to be called the Revolution.
Yeah, which another thing on the Wii that you can download if you homebrew it is called a Revolution.
The Wii Evolution should have been what the Wii U should have been called.
Yeah.
But it's a bit punny, but
yeah. What Josh is doing there is trying to find nectar, which is very important if you want to have strong Pikmin.
Yeah. So basically I throw a Pikmin in the patch of grass. The patch of grass, they'll eventually pick out nectar blobs, and you can use them to basically just power up your Pikmin and make them faster and stronger.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Now these red ones, they have different abilities. I'll explain it for the people who don't know, Josh, please.
Like Jeff here, who does not know.
I think. Well, I know they're strong, but is that it?
Basically, they are fire resistant, which we will get into at a later part, and they are do 1.5 times damage instead of 1 damage of the other types of Pikmin. So you basically want to use them for fighting enemies.
Yeah. One interesting thing about this game, though, is there's going to be yellow Pikmin, and what they were originally supposed to do was be resistant to electricity, but they never really inputted electricity anywhere in the game. So they basically have something called bomb rocks in this game, and they just made it so that yellows are the only ones who can use that.
Yeah,
it seems
but
like...
then in Pikmin...
no, I was gonna... never mind. Carry on, Josh.
In Pikmin 3, they throw that concept out the window by making every Pikmin be able to throw bomb rocks. So, yeah.
They have bomb rock? Oh, yeah, never mind, I remember that. Never mind.
And I was just gonna point out the obvious, that the red ones seem like the everyday Pikmin. Or the default Pikmin, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
That's basically what they are.
Yeah, that was worth waiting for. So,
is the Wii version remade for widescreen, or are you just stretching it?
It's remade for widescreen.
Okay.
Nice touch.
I don't remember if it is.
Yeah. A little technique I was using back there is that on the Wii version, if you rotate the control stick while you throw the Pikmin, they throw faster. You can also do this on the GameCube version. It's a little harder though. Basically, you rotate the C stick while throwing.
Also, bum rushing. It's probably the most effective thing on these enemies. Even in Pikmin 3, I think. Unless you have Rock Pikmin, then you're not going to want to bother with that.
Now, things do change depending on whether it's day or night, don't they?
There's no night cycle. You're only going to be here on the days.
Yeah. Because,
what am I thinking of, then?
Probably a different game that has a day and night cycle.
Like Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah. Well, that's probably not what you're thinking of, but that has a day and night cycle, sort of.
Yeah.
When it's night time, the Pikmin have stretchy arms, so
Yeah.
And you get into some beat 'em up style, not beat 'em up style, whatever style that Unleashed is.
Oh my god, imagine Pikmin as a God of War type game. Da-na-da-da-da-da-na.
The red Pikmin's Kratos.
Yeah.
One thing you're gonna want to note is that, never mind, I forgot. I completely lost my train of thought. God of War.
Okay,
I forget what I was thinking of. Oh, the pellets that you can grab. There are yellow, blue ones, and red ones. The obvious thing is that the red ones they work for red Pikmin. If you grab a one pellet and it's a red one and you have a red Pikmin carrying it, you'll get two Pikmin out of it instead of one if you used a different color Pikmin with it.
Yeah, but if you put a yellow one into the red onion, it'll only create one Pikmin. So
Yeah.
that's the difference. And the scientific explanation of that, well, that fans made up, is that if you put a yellow pellet into the red onion, the onion has to convert the yellow to red, so it takes longer and produces less seeds than having straight up red nutrients, because the pellets are kind of like nutrients pills for the onions. So
Oh, well,
yeah.
well, fans made that up, so I don't know if it's true or not.
Well,
I don't think that's it.
It makes sense.
Sort of.
It hasn't. The design looks like it's like solid nectar, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
it
There's
always
a lot of theories.
it always amazes me in a good way. I mean, definitely in a good way that someone can like bring out just one game and like a fan base can really get into it, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
It shows what just a bit of charm can do, really.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to think of a game series in particular that's kind of like that. Because I noticed that this Pikmin fan base is pretty small, too.
Yeah.
Probably the only real big Pikmin fan I can think of is you, Josh. So, and your one friend. I don't know. I don't remember his name though.
Chrono Trigger. I mean,
Chrono Trigger?
not the name of your friend, but like the name of a.
Oh, okay. I was like, no, I don't think his name's Chrono Trigger, but that would be kind of cool if he got that.
Ugh.
I mean, like a Chrono Trigger would be a badass name.
Oh yeah, especially how big of a fan base it has now.
Mm.
Like if you're a Chrono Trigger fan, you're like everyone else you meet are probably gonna be like, it's a pretty badass fan base, I guess. If I were trying to explain it.
But I was trying to find a comparison where one game would come out and you get a huge following for that one game.
Mm-hmm.
Or
why aren't you going for the yellow Pikmin yet? Are you just waiting until the?
I don't want my reds to do nothing, so I'm gonna get them to carry this ship part while I work with the yellows.
Oh, okay.
Cause in this game, if you don't multitask, there's a high chance you're probably gonna lose.
What's that Pikmin doing? He's trying really
I
hard to go on his own.
Yeah, I left him there on purpose, so when I have two yellows, I can carry it over. Because if you have more yellows carrying a single carcass or pellet, it will go to the yellow onion, and if you have more reds, it'll go to the red onion, and etc.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't know if we mentioned yet, but you can kill your enemies and drag the carcasses to the onion to produce more Pikmin.
I think we got that from when you were doing that on your own.
Yeah.
It's kind of morbid in that sense, but it's also nature.
yeah, Kind of like
Yes.
the Pikmin are maggots,
Huh.
which is which is really nasty. Like if you get a, like
Maggots are pretty gross.
if you see a dead, maybe I shouldn't talk about this, but if you see
It's
a dead
fine.
animal, flies like lay their eggs in the meat and maggot. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna stop now.
Yeah, I don't think we should talk about magnets. Oh.
Maggots. Yeah, because Miyamoto's inspiration for Pikmin, maggots.
You know, it's Miyamoto, so I wouldn't doubt that.
Yeah, he made plumbers with drugs.
Anyways, you always get some really happy cheery stuff whenever you bring back a ship part. All the Pikmin dance for
Yeah.
you, and Olimar's just like, yeah, do my bidding. My bidding. Whatever.
Mwahaha.
That's also one thing to note. He says 2 more parts until you can go to the next area. So that means that there's more parts here to grab. Obviously.
Yeah.
And you can also tell how much parts are left to grab if you check the world map. It actually shows where a whole bunch of parts are.
Now, if you go to an
Yeah.
area and fail to pick up a part in that day, what happens?
You just go back to the same area and go try and pick up the part again.
Oh,
The parts, well, if your Pikmin is carrying back a part in the middle of a day, and just before the day ends, you decide to stop carrying that back because you kind of have to stop, or else you're gonna lose all those Pikmin that are carrying that part back. The next day when you come back there, the part will be in the exact same spot that you left it at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Also,
So basically
these
these,
are things
yeah. They're the only ones that can destroy those rock walls. The light ones, only take 3 bomb rocks, but other walls can take more.
Mhm.
So.
You know,
And if,
for a game that's short, I don't know why, but this part feels like it's been going on for a really long time.
it's only been going on for 12 minutes.
I know, but for some reason it feels to me like it's been going on for like 20 minutes. And I'm thinking, maybe it's because of the clock and how slow it spins, but yeah.
Is Pikmin that boring to watch?
Oh no, Pikmin's not boring to watch. It's just it feels like it's been going on longer, and I'm wondering why it's going on for longer.
Well, it does get more exciting later on.
It does.
I do have some fails in the impact site.
In the impact sites. Oh, okay.
Uh,
It's interesting.
Is it to those
impact
castle
site-
bosses?
No. It's kind of funny because the most amount of Pikmin I ever kill at one time is in the impact site. The easiest area in the game. So,
you know,
you'll see.
I was thinking how like Pokemon is really popular, and that's like an RPG. And in the case of Pikmin, this is an RTS game, which is obviously it probably is one of the most popular RTS series. Funny enough. So actually, Josh, do you play any like other RTS games, or is this the exception?
I like RTS games. I don't play any RTS game as much as Pikmin, but I do have played other RTSs before, and I've enjoyed them.
Have you ever played Fire Emblem?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, if you like RTS games, then Fire Emblem's a good game to play.
This does seem like a very user friendly. I might even say like a beginner's level RTS game. Like even if you're not into RTS games, this might be you might like this game anyway if you get what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I hardly ever played Fire Emblem, and I really liked Fire Emblem when I first played it. Then when I played Pikmin, I noticed that it's kind of like an RTS in a way, but action-y.
Yeah.
And I also liked looking
this-
at playthroughs because it actually helped me go through the game without messing around too much so that I die and stuff.
Yeah, this is a very entry-level RTS. Like, it's not, like, easy. It's not, like, too easy. Like, there's plenty of ways you can, like, lower your daytime and stuff. but it isn't really hard. Like, if you just want to beat the game and go through it and enjoy it as a beginner, it's not hard to do. But if you want to, like, get the best time and stuff, it can get really intense. So it's kind of like a hardcore/softcore RTS. It's very entry level.
Is it kind of
but
like
can
chess
get
in a way?
intense. Yeah,
Like how
where, like...
it's easy to play, but it's hard to master.
Yeah, like that. Like, if you have two beginners at chess, they'll just have fun and can easily play it, but it's a different story when you have two experts facing off each other, and it's really intense. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's very entry level, but it can get hardcore if you want it to.
We just
So
compared
basically-
Pikmin to chess.
Yeah.
That's kind of a weird
Anyways, we are...
comparison, actually. Anyways, can continue.
Yeah, we are getting into the mechanic of end of day. Once it gets near the end of the day, they are going to notify you to gather all your Pikmin, because if all your Pikmin... if there's any Pikmin not close to the onion or ship or general base, when the day is up, they'll all automatically die to the predators at night. So before the day ends, you have to gather all your Pikmin if you have left them away from the base, or working on other things, or just paused somewhere, something idle somewhere. So yeah.
There's a Pikmin on that one enemy there. You're gonna want to grab your attention. Okay, never mind. You got it. One thing you can do is just pause and end the day instead of just walking around.
Yeah. I usually don't do that, but in some cases I do. I believe I do it once in this playthrough.
I normally
Sometimes I
forget
forget
about the
that's
thing.
an option.
That's basically
Yeah.
what happens with me too, actually. I completely forgot that you can do that. Also, when you get
Yeah.
too far away from your Pikmin, they stop moving and stuff. They stop, you aren't going to be able to throw them. That's signified by the gray thing.
Yeah, also I should mention that if there's any Pikmin in the ground, they will not die. So don't worry if there's like a Pikmin in the ground as seeds and you think they'd die, they aren't gonna die, so...
Yeah, and if you leave them in the ground, it's actually better because they grow flowers.
Yeah, instead of getting them straight from nectar, you can get them from the nutrients in the ground.
Yeah.
By leaving them in the ground longer.
Which I think is pretty helpful.
So yeah, we are gonna have one of these logs at the end of every day, no matter what, even if it's becomes really irrelevant if you do like nothing that day. I've seen some like that.
Whenever I see the Captain Logs thing at the end of Pikmin, like even in Pikmin 3, I always think of the Brain Scratch playthrough of Pikmin, where
Oh yeah,
does a Picard voice. He's Picard. I don't think it was Picard. It was who was it?
Kirk.
Captain Kirk. That's who it was. And he kept
Star
going
Trek
on like
move.
that. Star Trek. Yeah, that's. I was thinking of Kirkman. I don't know. But anyways, see you guys next time.